special presentation. Since he was last honored on November 6th.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hofstra University.
Added to his amazing career accolades by becoming the first broad runner to win the NCAA Division I Men's Cross Country Northeast Regional Championship on November 15th in Buffalo. His winning a school record 10K time of 28 minutes 42 seconds, also eventually becoming the first Hofstra student athlete.
As the lineups and the teams gather for the national anthem, I'm Matt Rankin. Flying the plane solo tonight, as we are just minutes away from Stony Brook Seawolves basketball versus the Hofstra Pride. Live from the Hofstra Arena, the Lions Den. National anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Alex
But they now call this the David S. Mack Sports and Exhibition Complex with a capacity of 4,200. Those familiar with it remember that it's about the same size as the Island Federal Credit Union Arena, and about the same age, a little bit older, as it was built in the late 1990s and opened in the early 2000s while Jay Wright was still here. The HF Beats gathering at the center court for the live national anthem, and we shall join them
with the singing of our national anthem.
Delivering a beautiful rendition of the national anthem, and we are just about to get underway here. Lineup intros at Hofstra U. Might as well get a look at me doing this.
And welcome to the national anthem on the campus of Hofstra University between the Seawolves of Stony Brook University and the Brook of Hofstra. Starting out first for the Seawolves of Stony Brook University. A 6'1" junior guard from Kingsport, Tennessee, number 1, Michaela Gordon. A 6'3" sophomore guard from Fairfax, Virginia, number 2, Myla Fleming. A 6'5" junior forward from Newburgh, New Jersey, number 3, Lanta Olahi. A 6'1" junior center from the Bronx, number 4, Tim Otero. And a 6'5" junior forward from Buffalo, New York, 23, Andrew Dorsey. Director of National Operations is Katie Newton. The assistant coaches are Dan and Brendan Cole. The associate head coach is Brian Weber. The head coach is Gino Ford.
Gino Ford, of course, in his first year as Stony Brook coach, he was assistant under Jeff Bowles. Jeff Bowles went to Ohio U, Gino stayed. Seawolves in the some of the great plays in the past couple of years. We'll call that away for the Hofstra Pride. They are coached by Joe Mahalik, alum of LaSalle, his 7th season at Hofstra, 22nd overall as Division I. Crowd still filing in a little bit after 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. Matt Mankiewicz bringing you Stony Brook Seawolves basketball. The men taking on Hofstra Pride.
Johnny All State Nick
Cherry in the circle for the Seawolves, taking the opening tip. He will go up against Isaac Conte, the 6'7" forward/center power forward from Paul Robeson High School, a native of Georgia, actually, and Hofstra wins the tip-off. Troy Coburn takes it, and now quickly hands off to Desiree Bowie on the left side. DeJour Bowie, that to be exact. Just outside the arc. Moving out to the right side, Pemberton crossing over on the dribble, kicking over to the right. 3 attempted, it is good. Jalen Ray with the opening points for the Hofstra Pride, 25 seconds in. Seawolves pass the midcourt line. In the hands of Mikhail Foreman. Foreman hands off to Alani up top. Now at the top of the key. Driving along the right block, putting up off the glass, and in. That is number 23, Andrew Garcia for the Seawolves, so they answer it back immediately. Fast-paced game so far. Hofstra, Bowie. Bounce pass, down low, kick back out, Conte, out to the left side, another 3, taken by Pemberton, and it's good. 6-2 now in favor of the Pride. They hit their first 2 shots, Seawolves hit their first. Now they're looking to do the same thing on the second. Flipping over the card, you got Foreman up top out to the left side. That's Latimer. Latimer dribbling up to his right, then back to his left along the arc. Kicking it out for a three. Does not go. Alani, but the rebound comes back to the Pride on the fast break. That's Bowie. Bowie down low. Let Ray penetrates. Can't make it go. On the follow, though, Conte makes it good. Back comes the Seawolves. Three from the top, and it's good. Mikhail Foreman. 6-5 is your score. 18-16, very early going here in the first half. As we have Bowie working off a pick, trying a three from the right arc. It's good. Back come the Seawolves, see if they can match the perfect shooting so far. Near perfect, I should say. As every possession has resulted in a score, if not on the first shot. Now penetrating down low, up and off the glass. That is Garcia, and Garcia makes it 9-7. Bowie passing over to his right, Coburn. Coburn back up to the top. Now Ray has it. Top of the key. Down low in the lane. That's Conte. Conte driving. Conte shot blocked by O'Cherry. He does that a lot. Back the other way on the break. And trying to find the handle of Alani, but gets the ball knocked free. And he will relinquish control to the Seawolves. So first substitution of the game for the Seawolves. We'll reset the lineup for you momentarily as Hofstra gets set to go. Down on the right side, Bowie. Back up to the top. Penetrating, kicking out. Ray now in the hands of Pemberton. Pemberton trying a three from the top. Does not go. Rebound Seawolves, and it's Gee who pulls it down. Latimer trying to go coast to coast. Stops at the foul line. Kicks it back out to the top, and a three taken and made by Gee. Mo Gee makes it 10-9. Seawolves' first lead of the night so far. Now you got Bowie cycling out to the top. Down low pass. Knocked free. Is that a foul? Looks that way. As Alani was cutting in to knock that ball away. Going to be his first personal, first foul of the game. And Hofstra will inbound. Taking the pass, Conte back up to the top. Bowie out to the left side. A three attempted, not made by Coburn. Seawolves come back the other way. There's Latimer. Latimer pulling up at the foul line, and the floater is good. 12-9 your score. Seawolves up. Another three attempted by Coburn, and it does not go. Back from the Seawolves, right back at you, driving. That is Alani, and he's going to get called for the charge as his defender squared up just in time. So, second foul for the Seawolves versus none for the Pride. 16:04 left in the first half. 12-9 in favor of Stony Brook. Hofstra cycling in the backcourt. Here we go. Jalen Ray kicking it out to Bowie, and now all the way to the left side, Pemberton. Pemberton back to the top of the key. That's Bowie again along the arc. Left-handed dribble. Crossing over. Looking to drive. Gets tripped up. Loses control. Seawolves get it. Back the other way. Here comes Pierre-Philippe, coast to coast. Gets it down low to Garcia, and he's got an easy layup. 14-9 Seawolves. 15:31 left in the first. Bowie up to the top of the key. That is Conte. Conte down low, driving and penetrating and getting the kiss off the glass. Coburn, and Hofstra gets into double figures. No, it does not go. Sorry, Gold went in, did not. Seawolves try three on the other end, nothing doing. And back come the Pride. Ray gets crossed up in a double team in the lane, and the ball gets knocked free. Seawolves on the break. And looks like they're going to turn the ball over here as what happened on the Seawolves side. Garcia was actually along the line. Now, will that be Hofstra ball coming out of the immediate timeout? Not sure. But you know what? while we are at it, let's see what's going on in the rest of the American East Conference. Got no breaks going on here, so we got to do it the old-fashioned way. That is, simply do what everybody else is doing on their smartphones. See what the America East is up to. Well, actually, you're relying on me to do that because you're probably not following the America East. If you are not, then more's the pity. But 15:15 left in the first. Albany and Boston College tied at 9. 15:39 left in the first. Townsend up on UMBC 8-6, and we got a nice 14-9 lead here for the Seawolves at the 15-minute mark of the first half. I see Dan Ricard. We'll be talking to him at halftime. But just give you a rundown of what's been going on so far. Hofstra was hitting threes like there was no tomorrow early on. And then Seawolves started defending the arc a little bit better. They started bringing the ball inward, and the Seawolves stopped them there too. There's your 5-point lead, pretty much right there. Give you an idea what the turnovers look like. And really not a big deal. 3 for the Seawolves and 2 for the Pride. But again, we're only 5 minutes into the game. Garcia with 6 points. Nobody else with more than 3. So Hofstra will have the ball, and they will bring it in to the Seawolves zone. Pemberton along the arc. Quick handoff. Now we'll drive down. Jalen Ray does not make the layup go, and the Seawolves get the rebound back from Stony Brook. Driving and getting crossed up in a double team. That's Andrew Garcia. Ball knocked free. Will that be alternating possession? It will. Yes. Alternating possession went to Stony Brook. Hofstra won the tip-off. So the Seawolves get a little bit of a break there with 14:37 left in the first. Still up 14-9. Long pass up to the top for Garcia. He'll take it outside the arc, back up to the top on the left side. Here, Philippe. Now a quick flip inside to Guy. Guy penetrating lane, spins off the glass, can't make it go, but going for the rebound with Sherry. Ends up losing control of the ball, and he steps on Eli Pemberton. That's going to be a foul against him. Third team foul for the Seawolves versus none for Hofstra so far. Here come the Pride. Bowie will take it across the midcourt line on the left side. Quick handoff to Pemberton. Dribbling along the right block, and he got called for the travel. The pivot foot slid just a bit, and it's going to be a turnover for the Pride. Back the other way come the Seawolves. Guy. Quick, actually, it was Foreman. Quick handoff to the left side, now out to the right. That's Guy. Guy going down low. Garcia, bounce pass missed by Ochere, and Hofstra will sort of regain control before they took it out of bounds. So the Seawolves catch a break, as I believe that was Bowie who stepped on the line, and he's saying I didn't. So it's going to be Seawolves ball, fresh 30 on the shot clock. They bring it out to the top. Foreman between the circles, tries a 3, and that is off the front of the rim. Long rebound taken by the Pride. Give Bowie credit for that one. He's got the ball outside the arc on the other end. Quick flip, Coburn. Out to the left side. That is Bowie again. He tries a 3, no go, and doing the Windex treatment, that's Guy pulling down the rebound. He's going to take it coast to coast. Not what you want your big man to do. Bring it back up to the top to Foreman. That's where you want the ball. 14-9, hasn't changed in a while. 13:21 left in the first. Quick handoff to Pierre Philippe on the right side. Guy now back up to the top. That's Ochere at the left side. Garcia from the top. That's going to be a 2, and Foreman missed it. But the long rebound comes out to the left side for Pemberton. Pemberton will take it down to the right side of the Hofstra end of the zone, end of the Stony Brook zone, I should say. Quick handoff to Bowie and back to Pemberton. Pemberton tries a three on the follow. Coburn in traffic draws a foul. That's 2 on O'Cherry, 4 on the team, none for Hofstra at the 12:50 mark of the first half. And they'll call it a shooting foul, so Coburn will go to the line. So they're going to assess it against Gee, so it'll be only his first. Still the 4th foul for the Seawolves. First free throw is good. Make it 14-10, and Hofstra's in double figures. Latimer back in the game, taking Garcia's place. Second free throw. That's good as well. So make it 14-11 now at the 12:50 mark of the first. Seawolves get the clock going in their own zone. Hofstra with the full court press and working his way past it into the neutral zone. That is Pierre-Philippe. Pierre-Philippe, quick flip over to Latimer on the left side. Back up to the top, Gee. Gee over to his right, Foreman. Foreman back to get up top, Gee. Crossover on the dribble. Forces up his blocks, but comes right back to Latimer. Latimer in the lane. Pulls up at the foul line. Doesn't go. And O'Cherry not able to follow. So the rebound comes back to Hofstra. Coburn back up to the top now. Pemberton driving up off the glass. That's good. Hofstra on a little bit of a run here. It's a 1-point game. 12:02 left in the first. Foreman out to the left, Latimer. And we have a time. Immediate timeout here on the floor. So let's check up on, first of all, the America East scores. Got 11:31 left in the first up at BC, and Albany with a 17-14 lead on the Eagles so far. We're 14-13. Stony Brook maintaining a lead, even though Hofstra's had a little bit of a run on them. Towson leading UMBC. You can't get much more local than that. 12-10 with 13:01 left in the first. Let's see what the women are up to if there are any games going on. As a Hofstra dance team performs. Let's pull up NCAW here, and now, of course, with the stream going on and the scores are a little slow, well, hey, we got home computer. And the women are not in action at all. Oh, no, correction on that. Hartford and Princeton. 28 seconds left. Princeton Tigers against the Hartford Hawks, 73-42. Comfortably in control. Dartmouth beat Maine 57-41. Quick look at top 25 while we have a minute. Top-ranked Louisville tied with Texas Tech 12-12 with 11:58 left in the first. 10:01 left in the first. Fourth-ranked Maryland trailing Penn State 23-12. You got second-ranked Kansas and Milwaukee at 8. 11th-ranked Baylor and 18th-ranked Butler at 9. 24th-ranked Colorado faces Northern Iowa at 9 as well. Coming out of the break here, let's reset the lineup for you for the Seawolves. You got Pierre-Philippe out there, Latimer. You got Foreman, also O'Cherry, and finally Alani. On the Hofstra side, Jalen Ray has the ball between the circles. Fires to his left to Coburn. Coburn in the corner, kicks it up to Bowie. Bowie brings it back up to the top, going high-low, up off nothing. An air ball attempted by Hal Hughes, who just ended the game, and the Seawolves come right back at you. Crossover dribble on the right side. Alani back up to the top here, Philippe, and now in the hands of Foreman. Foreman now between the circles, looking to drive. 15 on the shot clock. Going out to his left to Pierre-Philippe. Now he's going to look to drive from the top. He pulls up at the corner, doesn't go. but the rebound comes back down to Alani. And is Alani fouled, bringing it down? If so, it is. That's going to be against Bowie. First foul for Hofstra so far at the 11-14 mark of the first half. 14-13 your score. Stony Brook still in the lead. They have the ball with 20 on the shot clock. It will be inbounded by Foreman. Looking for it and getting it. Alani gets it. It was actually a Cherry looking for it. They cycle all the way around the arc to the right side. Back out to Foreman, up to the top, Latimer. Latimer between the circles, left-handed dribble. Same thing for Foreman as he comes up, tries a three. It doesn't go off the front of the rim. Back the other way. Ray, long pass, back up to Silverio at the top. Back to Ray at the circle. Kicking out to his right, Coburn. Coburn pulls up between the circles. Another high-low pass, and I believe that was a travel on Conte. Nope, they're going to call personal on him. Sorry. Either way, it's going to be Seawolves ball. And the second foul for Hofstra versus 4 for the Seawolves. This stuff matters. It's going to down the stretch in this half. For the Seawolves, Tyler Stevenson-Moore checking in. Latimer will bring it in. Quick handoff to Alani, and he will take the ball down the left side of the court with some pressure applied by Pemberton. Pemberton's still on him, and now Alani will switch over on the dribble. Quick handoff to Gee. Gee back to the basket along the right block. Tries a 14-footer, and it's good. First points for the Seawolves in a while. Making it 16-13. They have the lead. Back the other way. Here comes Jalen Ray with a three. No good off the back of the rim. But a nice rebound pulled down by Coburn behind Gee. Kicks it back up to the top, and that's Ray. Ray crossing over on the dribble, driving to his right, just outside the arc. Now it's Coburn along the left block, up off the glass. No go. And after a couple of tips, winds up in the hands of Gee. Seawolves back on the break. Latimer, Garcia for three. No go. Back come the Pride as Coburn pulls down the rebound. Going along in the lane, putting up a floater, Omar Silverio, and that doesn't go either. Back comes Alani, coast to coast. He can't make the ball go up the front of the rim either. Coming back, Silverio. Quick handoff. Pemberton can't make the ball off the glass go in. And he comes up with the rebound immediately, gets rid of it, gets to Alani. Back up to the top now, Latimer between the circles. Latimer, right-handed dribble, now crossing over to the left. Bounce pass, penetrating down low, and a nice layup as Stevenson-Moore cuts in, gets his first points of the night. 18-13, Seals back up by 5 as we get to the 9-minute mark of the first half. Jalen Ray, quick flip up to Pemberton. Pemberton penetrating along the right block, no go. Key with the rebound. Immediately gets to Alani. Alani, coast to coast. Can't make anything go as the ball gets knocked free and taken. Sent back the other way by Jalen Ray. Jalen Ray, pass to his right. Three attempted by Pemberton in the corner. It's good. Actually, it was the left side. Right if you're a defender. But it's an 18-16 game, and Hofstra's going to call timeout here. Some numbers for you. 5 for 21 from the floor for Hofstra. 8 for 20 for the Seawolves. Neither one at 50%. 4 for 10 on threes, and Hofstra had most of those early on. Seawolves only 2 for 7. Seawolves have not been to the line. Hofstra only 2 for 2. They've only been there once. Seawolves have out-rebounded Hofstra 15-13. 5 assists to Hofstra's 3. Turnovers even at 5, and the Seawolves have a pair of blocks to Hofstra's 1. Quick look at the National Hockey League while we're at it. A little bit of time here. It's a full. The Penguins lead the Canadians 1-0. 9:39 left in the first.
Here we go.
Tampa Bay and Florida should be underway, and St. Louis and Buffalo will be in a minute or so. Sharks and Predators at 8. Ducks and Wild at 8 as well. Detroit and Winnipeg, likewise. Devils were in Dallas and get fired their coach at 8:30. Carolina and Edmonton at 9. Calgary and Arizona at 9 as well. Canucks host the Maple Leafs at 10 p.m. Vegas hosting the Chicago Blackhawks, likewise at 10. And the Rangers are in LA to take on the Kings at 10:30. Jim Montgomery fired as coach of the Dallas Stars on Tuesday. He was replaced by assistant Rick Lawrence, who was a former Islander coach. And he was a longtime assistant with several NHL teams. Ends up being in the right place at the right time once again to get a head coaching job in the National Hockey League. What can I tell you? A material act of unprofessionalism, contrary to the values and standards held by a Dallas Stars organization, is the official quote. But we return to live action here at the MAC Complex. Seawolves with an 18-16 lead, 8:28 left in the first. They have the ball. Foreman between the circles on the right side, Garcia. Goes along the arc and quickly finds Stevenson Moore. Stevenson Moore along the arc once again. He tries a three and it goes up the front of the rim. And an outlet pass was nearly intercepted by Stevenson Moore, but Hofstra maintains control because Gino Ford, the Stony Brook head coach, ended up with it. So Pierre Philippe was going to inbound the ball. Instead, it's going to wind up in the hands. Correction on that. There was actually Trueheart. It's going to be Jalen Ray. And Bowie up to the top, and now out to the left side. That's Trueheart. Trueheart bouncing the ball to Pemberton. Pemberton between the circles. Bowie, and again, that is shot attempted, but a foul made by Gee. Now we're getting into 1-and-1 territory, but it was a shooting foul anyway, so Bowie's going to go to the line. That's one. So far, Hofstra perfect, 3 for 3. We're at the 7:55 mark of the first half, 18-17 your score. He will take a breather. And we will see for the first time, number 35, Anthony Ochefu. Second free throw. That one didn't go, but Ochefu's got the rebound. Foreman now on the right side. To Latimer just outside the arc on the right. Now back up to the top, Garcia. Garcia right-handed dribble in the right lane, and he makes the 10-footer go. Nice kiss off the glass. Hofstra on the break. Long pass to Jalen Ray. Jalen Ray is bringing it back up to the top to Bowie. Bowie penetrating along the left side of the lane. Back to Ray. Ray tries a three. Takes out Latimer and makes it go. And we're tied at 20. 7:17 left in the first half. Seawolves with the ball. Hofstra applying a little bit of pressure for Foreman. Passes to the left side. That's a Chefu. Chefu to the far left. That's Stevenson Moore. Stevenson Moore with the dribble. Flip to Garcia on the left side. He penetrates, goes in the lane. Tries a little swish and dish move and draws a foul. I don't know if I call it swish and dish move. A little underhanded. Trying to get his hands free for the layup. Couldn't do that, but he will be able to get it on the line. These will be the first free throws for the Seawolves all night long. And the first one's good. So Silveri comes in for the Pride. Takes his place on the right block, and now second free throw by Mr. Garcia, and Garcia gets the second one. So Seawolves back up 2, 22-20. 7:01 left in the first half. Here come the Pride. Bowie, left side. Quick handoff to Silverio. Cycles along the arc. Now back over to Jalen Ray. Jalen Ray, right-handed dribble. Penetrates right side. Only 2-pointer here this year, but the 17-footer's good. 22-22 is your score. 6:38 left in the first. Seawolves back in control. Ochefu, give and go. Back to Foreman. Now down low to Ochefu. Ochefu up and over off the glass. Can't make it go. Rebound pulled down by Bowie. Bowie trying to go coast to coast here. Right side, right block. And that 10-footer's good. 6:14. Hofstra first lead in a while at 24-22. Back come the Seawolves. We see McKenzie touch the ball for the first time. They bring it back up to the top. Garcia. Garcia right-handed dribble along the right block and can't make the 15-footer go. Back the other way. Silverio. Ray back to Silverio. High-low. Turn around and Kevin Schultz makes that one go, and it's a 4-point Hofstra lead. And now the Seawolves walk all timeout here. Hofstra on a bit of a run. They've been able to come back at the Seawolves. And as we keep saying, the field goals are almost identical. 9 for 25 versus 9 for 24 for the Seawolves. A Pride, only slightly worse, off by a shot. But the Pride, they have the lead right now. 37.5 versus 36%. Do the math. 2 for 7 from 3, the Seawolves. 5 for 11 from 3. 45.5, which is not bad at all. And a big reason Hofstra has the lead right now. Pemberton's got 8 for the Pride. Garcia 10. So we get down to the 5:45 mark here in the first half. Hofstra applying full court pressure. As the Seawolves will try to use passes. McKenzie along the left side. He gets rid of the ball. Finds Alani. Now back up to the top. That's Foreman. Going to his right, Garcia. Garcia back to the basket. Garcia in the lane. And he got called for traveling. So we're down to 5:27 here in the first half. 26-22 your score. Hofstra in front. Seawolves will wait for them to come across the timeline. And now in the hands of Shoot. Shoot back to Ray. Now to the right side. That's Pemberton. Pemberton, quick look to the right side. Silverio. Silverio pulls up for a 3 and it's blocked. Seawolves come right back. Here's Garcia. Garcia in the lane and throws the ball away. It's taken away by Jalen Ray, and back come the Hofstra Pride. Pulling up for 3, Latimer, or no, correction on that, not Latimer, Silverio, and Silverio just threw up an air ball. And you know a home player throws up an air ball because nobody yells air ball. 4:55 your time, 26-22, Hofstra in front. Seawolves past midcourt. Foreman now in the hands of Alani. Out to the left side, McKenzie. McKenzie penetrating along the right elbow. Has to kick it back out. Garcia, 8 on the shot clock. Garcia driving up off the glass. He makes it go. 12 for him. Seawolves get back on D. And the Pride get back in the business here. Shoot up top, quick flip to Ray. Now it's Pemberton. Pemberton taking it, Coburn. Going to the right side, Bowie. Bowie takes it back on give and go. Pulls up at the left elbow. Comes up with an air ball. Foreman will take it back. Pull up for a 3 on the right side. Can't make that go. And Hofstra comes up with the rebound. Back comes Bowie. Bowie runs into traffic. Hofstra maintains control. And what a pass. Jalen Ray down low. Kevin Chu with the dunk. And Hofstra's up 4. Foreman now in the hands of O'Cherry. O'Cherry back to Foreman. Foreman pulls up the left elbow. That's good. 2-point game now. 3:25 left in the first. 28-26 Hofstra. Bowie looking for a screen. He'll go to the right arc just in front of the Stony Brook bench. Penetrate. Force the ball up and draw a foul. As he goes into a bunch of blue Seawolves shirts. I'm looking to see who's going to get charged with that. On the Stony Brook side. Nope. What we got? Even Dan Ricard's wondering what we got. Gino Ford's wondering what we got. Because it's a 16th foul for the Seawolves. So you got... Okay, so it's going to be on McKenzie. 16th foul for the Seawolves.
So get on your feet and make some noise!
So with the media timeout, give you a quick rundown of what's going on. Garcia leading everybody with 12 points. Pemberton on the Hofstra side still just has 8, and so does Gray. Field goals, the Seawolves are starting to improve a little bit here as they get up to 41% on 11 for 27. Hofstra at 10 for 29, 34.5. Hofstra has missed a couple of 3-point attempts, so their percentage went down a little bit to 38.5. Seawolves at 2 for 8, getting most of their scoring down low. Let's do some America East right now. And with 4:38 left in the first, Albany maintaining a lead on BC. This is on the road, by the way. At County Forum. And 29-27 is your score. Get a load of that. UMBC, on the other hand, they've overtaken Towson with 4:17 left in the first at 27-21. Seawolves team stats. Seawolves have out-rebounded Hofstra 20-16 so far. Unfortunately, they've also turned the ball over 8 times to Hofstra's 5, but 4 blocks. So, we come out of the timeout with DeJure Bowie on the line. He's got 6 points on the night so far. He's 1 for 2 from the line. First free throw is good. That extends the Hofstra lead to 3 with 3:08 here left in the first half. Second free throw. That's good, too. Hofstra leads by 4, 30-26. It is Seawolves ball. Hofstra applying full court pressure immediately. Coburn just trying to harass McKenzie a little bit as he works his way past the midcourt line. Still with the left-handed dribble. Gets rid of it. Flips it to his left to Alani. Back up to the top to Foreman. Out to McKenzie again on the left side. Far left, Alani. He'll penetrate, drive, get the ball knocked free, and who touched it last? Well, there's your answer. Back comes Bowie along the right side of the court. Quick flip to Ray out to the left side now. It's Pemberton. Taking it now, Bowie. Bowie just at the top of the key. Quick handoff to Ray. He tries to three. It's good. Biggest lead of the game for Hofstra so far at 7 with 2:24 left in the first. Seawolves need points here. McKenzie between the circles. Now Latimer back up to the top. McKenzie bounce pass down low and having a little bit of trouble with it. Getting it knocked free. Alani trying to recover. Doesn't do it. Now back comes Bowie. Bowie just floats it up off the glass. He can't make it go. The rebound comes back to Bowie, and he'll try it again. Still can't make it go, but there's a foul. So Pemberton gets called for a foul for once. 6-4 now, the fouls. Seawolves with 6. Garcia back in the game, but Foreman's going to take the ball past midcourt. With a little pressure applied there by Bowie. Now going along the baseline, Alani is going to get called for a charge along there. So that's foul number 7. That should put him in the 1-and-1s. Oh, that's number 7, guys. Thank you. So, Bowie crossing over on the dribble at the top of the key. Passing to his left, that's Pemberton. Pemberton doing the same thing. Now bringing it back up to the top. Driving along the left block. Tried to get a pass down to his right. Ends up in the hands of Latimer. Latimer, and coming back right at him. Pierre-Philippe thought he had an open layup, but the ball got knocked free as the big man shoot for Hofstra. It's called for a foul, but it looked good for a minute there. So instead of an easy layup, Pierre-Philippe gets free throws and hits the first one. Makes it 33-27 with 1:20 left before halftime. At the half, I'll go over some stuff. Maybe take a little break myself. 33-28, we're at 5. Here come the Pride. Pemberton up to the top on the right side, Bowie. Ray looking to cut in. Bowie looking to drive. Left-handed dribble along the left block. Up, kicking it back out to the left side. Open 3 by Coburn. He got it. Final minute of the half. Foreman. Left-handed dribble. Pulls up between the circles. He's got the 3 right back at you. 36-31. 42 seconds left in the first half. You got Jalen Ray, and now on the right side, Bowie. Bowie, left-handed dribble, kicking back out to the left side, Ray. 3 doesn't go. The rebound tipped out of bounds by number 14 on the Hofstra side, Kevin Schutz. So, Seawolves to final 27, and the shot clock off. They'll have the ball. 36-31 is your score. Seawolves want to take a bite out of that, and time they have. Pierre-Philippe maintaining the right-handed dribble, switching over between the circles on the left side. 13 seconds. Ready to play the last shot. Brings out between the circles. Quick flip to Foreman. Foreman drifting to his right. Nearly losing it along the right wing. Final second. He got the 3! So he makes it a 2-point game at the half. He pulls up just in time, just before the red neon light around that glass went on, and hit the last shot of the first half, making it 36-34 in favor of the Hofstra Pride. Let's do some numbers. And let's see if Dan Ricard's around. And I don't see him. I don't think he thinks we're here. Oh, we missed him. We'll get him we'll get him next time. But
All right, friends, let's welcome tonight's new halftime.
Let's get you up to date on all the wonderful action that went on so far. Team-wise, 13 for 29 from the floor for the Seawolves at 45%. Got a lot better in the closing minutes of the half. 4 for 10 from 3, which is also not bad. Of course, that includes that last one. 7 for 16. The reason why Hofstra's ahead, that's their 3-point numbers. They're only shooting 35% overall. Down low, they're getting knocked around a little bit. On the Seawolves side, Garcia still leads with 12 points. He leads all scorers with 12. Foreman's got 11. Ray with 11 as well. And on the rebound side, Garcia also has 4 boards. That's even with Coburn with 4. Overall, the Seawolves have out-rebounded the Pride 22-17. So, as far as individual three-pointers, Bowie's 3 for 4, Foreman's 3 for 7, Ray's 3 for 5. So Bowie and Ray are going to be your big threats, especially as this game stays close towards the end. So, now that we've got the game in front of us squared away, assists in favor of Hofstra, 8 versus 5. Turnovers, Seawolves 11 to Hofstra 6. They got to clean that up. The blocks, on the other hand, Seawolves 4-1. Let's get you up to date on some America East action as we get to the half in the other 2 games involving America East teams. Albany hanging on to a lead here, 31-30, 26 seconds left in the first half. UMBC up on Towson. They're on the road, sort of. It's not that far to go. 33-30 at the half as well. See what's also going on locally. Check out top 25. Top-ranked Louisville still trailing Texas Tech 27-23 with a minute 56 up in the first, and Texas Tech just made it 29-23. Penn State leads number 4 Maryland 40-30 at the half. That's an early conference game. December 10th, you're in the conference schedule already. That happens every now and then. Kansas hosting Milwaukee. They are minutes away from tipping off there. Number 18, Butler, and number 11, Baylor. They're going to tip off at 9. 24th ranked Colorado hosts Northern Iowa, also at 9. Haven't even touched the NBA yet today, so why don't we? Always something going on. As far as local professional teams are concerned, while they're playing, you got 2 teams playing in the NHL tonight. You got the Knicks playing, they're on the road. Everybody's on the road this week. So, if you want to watch a basketball game, you got to have one to watch an hour. Right, folks? Not so healthy, you can't miss it. In the second quarter, 35-31. Just about to tip off. You got the Nuggets and the Sixers. That's a good matchup. Nuggets are 14-7. Philly is 17-7. The 6-17 Atlanta Hawks take on the Miami Heat, who are 17-6 at 8. The Knicks are in Portland to take on the Trailblazers at 10. The hottest team in the NBA, of course, is the Milwaukee Bucks. 15 straight wins. They beat the Magic yesterday, 110-101. The longest winning streak for the franchise since the early 70s when they won a championship, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Oscar Robertson was still Oscar Robertson. 21-3 And that's only good for matching the LA Lakers. Can you believe that? League's best record. They meet next week, next Thursday to be exact, December 19th. But most consecutive wins in a season, 20 in a row back in 1971. That's what I was telling you about. Kareem and Big O. Earlier that season, they had 16. In 73, they had 14. The following season, 73-74, late 73, they had 13. And 1982, they had 12. And that's just the Milwaukee Bucks. But it's no coincidence that there was a certain guy in the paint for the team's top 4 winning streaks. His name used to be Lou Alcindor. And I have a card of his in a Bucks uniform. One of my very first basketball cards. So, other stats apparently. Milwaukee had outscored its opponents by an average of 34 points over the previous 4 games before they had the close one last night. They have had a few with less than 10. Some more interesting stuff here. Largest point differential through 24 games. Knicks all-time, 355. 1969-70, they won it all. The Bucks, I think, made the finals in 71-72. Kareem and Big O again. 342. The Warriors, 2015-16, we know those guys. 340. The Celtics, 07-08, they won it all. 335. And today's Bucks, 321. Most consecutive games at 25 or more points on 50+% field goals. Boy, they pick these things up since 1994-95. First 2 are Shaq. What do you expect? 13 games back in 2001. A month later, did the same thing with 11 in a row. Michael Jordan, 95-96, 11 in a row. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 9 in a row. Amari Stoudemire back in 2010. That one blip on the radar when they were good. Shaq again, 94-95, 9 in a row. Well, everybody knows Shaq at field goal percentage. When you stand under the basket all day long, it's usually pretty high. Got a couple of youth teams. Actually, it's a split squad, I believe. The youth team playing some hoops here. Got about 7.5 minutes. I think they'll let the Christmas music play. Take a quick break when we get back. We're going to have second half action live at the Mac Complex. Got some memories here. And not just basketball events. My nephew got his master's degree in this building. My other nephew got his bachelor's at Stewart Stadium. So go figure that. My aunt went here. Between Hofstra and St. John's and Stony Brook, we got everybody covered. And of course, last time Hofstra won a conference championship, they were still in the America East. Jay Wright was coaching. Speedy Claxton was playing, and now he's an assistant coach on today's team. But I was there for that 2001 America East Championship. I covered that game here. Plenty of games here. I called the game back in 07. Although there is one thing conspicuously missing from a few years back. the scoreboards are now big screens on the walls here instead of one big one hanging from the ceiling. That's gone. I mean, you see him very well, so there's no problem there. Yeah, very good look at that. So I only just noticed that now at the half. Wasn't even paying attention to it while the game was going on. Probably a good thing. But in any case, got 5:42 left before we tip off again. I'll step out. You can listen to some of the sponsors, this being YouTube. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You don't have to worry about anything. No rules around here. But I'll keep it family friendly. Enjoy, folks. I'll be back in a couple.
And don't forget to visit the Hofstra bookstore in Hofstra, located in the main concourse with the family motto. The Hofstra has a special today on their clearance merchandise. Everything is half off. Make sure to visit before the end of the game. Second half of Hofstra basketball. We need you to get on your feet and make some.
I haven't forgotten you, folks. We're ready to go. Okay. You're getting tired of looking at me on this thing, but one thing we should do is put a graphic on it, because who wants to watch me call a game when the game's over there? I gotta get a camera for this. In the meantime, however, you can, if you've been listening to Finn's Revolution, hope you're enjoying it. You do it at the same time, put your radio on, put your computer on here, but let's get underway here. Hofstra working from left to right on your radio, and Ray has the ball for the Pride. He passes up to the top now to Kante, and the ball gets taken away and sent back the other way. Can't finish, though, Pierre-Philippe. Rebound comes back out to the arc and gets taken away by Kante, and Hofstra's got the ball once again. Up 36-34. We're barely 30 seconds into the second half. The one-hander is up from Kante. It does not go. Coming back, Seawolves. Foreman on the right side, the hash mark, just in front of the Stony Brook bench. Pulls back. Quick handoff Garcia, cycling up to the top, up to the left side, and Pierre-Philippe, and there's a travel.
Offensive foul.
No, offensive foul. Team Wolf.
A second personal foul. Team's
And away from the ball, no less. Went up against O'Cherry. So, first foul for the Seawolves. Hofstra selling into the half court right now. Bowie at the top. 19 on the shot clock. Pulls up long left wing. That's good. Only two, though. Makes it a 4-point game. A minute into the second half now. 38-34 is your score. Pierre-Philippe on the left side. Foreman back up to the top. Garcia out on the left. Vladimir back up to the top again. Another two-pointer. Garcia gets off the left side of the rim, so no air ball there, but Hofstra comes back with a rebound. Bowie to the left side. Three attempted by Pemberton. Does not go. Rebound forward, knocked out of bounds. Who touched it last?
out of bounds. Possession, Hofstra.
So Hofstra ends up with it. Coburn looked like he was last. He was already out of bounds. So Alani comes in. He will give Pierre-Philippe a breather. 18:34 left in the first. 38-34 Hofstra. They have the ball up at the top. Bowie looking to shoot. Nope, pulling back. Crossover on the dribble. Left side of the arc. Going all the way to the right now. Pemberton faking, penetrating, left block, up off the glass, doesn't go, and Kante with the follow hit, doesn't go either, and a nice rebound pulled down by Mr. O'Cherry. Back up to the top, Foreman penetrating, kicking out to the left side. Actually, ball got knocked free, wind up in his hands. Cycling out to the top now, Latimer, right block, up off the glass, it's good! Settling into a flow here. Like a nice jazz tune. Collision, and it looked like Alani just threw his weight into an airborne Pemberton. Pemberton was looking to pass, and Alani just pinballed him. So Alani's going to sit for a little bit. keep them out of deep foul trouble. 2 fouls on the Seawolves so far, none for Hofstra. They lead 38-36 to Pride do with 17:53 left in the second half. And Bowie is going to take advantage of the mop timeout, I should call it. You know, it's a slippery spot there, so the guy with the mop comes out to midcourt, gets that done. Often called a Georgetown timeout because John Thompson, the elder John Thompson, used to often take advantage of that when there was something else going on the floor, it delayed the game. He brought his team in and talked to them. Bowie takes the inbounds pass at midcourt. Now he's between the circles. Crossing over left hand on the dribble, pulls up on the three. He's got it. Up to 5 now. 41-36. Hofstra applying a lot of pressure here as little Latimer couldn't get free. Had to come to the rescue on the right side was Gee. So Foreman now passes to Gee again, just outside the arc. Finds O'Cherry, going to the right side, Latimer. Back up to the top, Garcia, left-hand dribble along the left block. Getting underneath, up off the glass, it's good. He muscled his way in and got the 2. Now down to 3, 41-38, back come the Pride. Once again, you got Ray on the right side, Bowie. Working off a pick set by Conte, and he's at the top, going to his right side again. That's Pemberton. Out to Ray on the left. And now Coburn in the left corner. Fakes once, gets free. Tries a 3, doesn't go. Off the back of the rim, into the hands of Latimer. Latimer pulling up on the other end with a 3. It goes off the front of the rim. Loose ball, and Hofstra comes up with it. Pemberton up off the floor. Pemberton crossover dribble, pulls up left elbow. No go on the 15-footer, but Coburn picks it up back the corner, back out again. They'll try again, and it won't go again. That's Pemberton on the second try. Now Garcia has it for the Seawolves. Quick pass over to Foreman on the right side between the circles. Going on the right side and losing control of it. But he got tipped away. Garcia recovered it. And a travel call against Latimer on the left side of the arc. And I didn't see that. It was right in front of me. 41-38 your score. 16 on side left. 9 left in the second. And the Seawolves turn it over again. Back come the Pride as Bowie will dribble it in between the circles. Out to the left side, Ray. He'll penetrate in the lane. Pulls back out to the foul line. Can't make the floater go. And Garcia comes up with the rebound for the Seawolves. Seawolves on the break. He stops at the top of the key. Quick handoff to Foreman. In neutral territory by the midcourt line. In front of the bench, that is number 5, and that is Gee. And Gee back up to the top and out to Garcia. Garcia missed the pass, and the Seawolves cough it up again. Media timeout here at the 15:34 mark. But turnovers are starting to become a problem for the Seawolves here.
If Tony makes the shot, he will win at full watch. All right, Tony.
So, some numbers for you, which we then proceed to lose off the board. Easier to read that way, but I got them right here. It's okay. 15 for 34 from the floor so far. That is a 44% for the Seawolves and 32% for Hofstra. Hofstra, on the other hand, getting the edge back on the threes. 8 for 20 versus 4 for 11 for the Seawolves. That's essentially the difference in the game so far. 5 for 6 from the line. Seawolves 4 for 4. But the turnovers are the deal breaker here at 13 for the Seawolves versus 7 for the Pride. Good media issue. The Seawolves have out-rebounded Hofstra 26-23. Leading scorers, Garcia's got 14, Foreman 11. On the other end, Brook with 13, Ray with 11. But the more telling numbers for those guys are the three-point percentages. Brook 2 for 3, Ray 3 for 5. All those in the first half, they haven't attempted any in this half so far. Pemberton only 2 for 6, though, 3 for 12 shooting. He's been doing most of the chucking lately. Also, the ball's been falling into his hands a lot. News 12 had a great half-hour-long interview with Gino Ford and Joe Mahalik. I'm guessing he was at Dunkin' Donuts or Hofstra USA. I'm not sure which. But no, it was in the cafeteria, and they were shooting the breeze, and it's a lot of fun to watch. It is long. It's 32 minutes long, but I highly recommend it. Go to news12.com. But the Seawolves will have the ball, and bringing it in will be Pierre Philippe. He'll go all the way across. I don't know what was going on there. I'm not sure if Guy did either. He tried to go cross-court to Guy in front of the Stony Brook bench. Guy couldn't control it, and they turned the ball over for the 14th time. So, Bowie took it across. Quick flip to Pemberton. Pemberton crossing over on the dribble. Going to the right block. Going up off glass. No, gets slapped away as O'Cherry comes up with a big block. Back the other way. Garcia with the layup. 15:02 left in the second half. That's a one-point game. 41-40 Hofstra. Bowie. Coburn out for a three on the right arc. Doesn't go. Long rebound out to the corner. Picked up by Foreman. Foreman, he tries a three, and he got it! NBA style! Seawolves back in the lead. It's been a while. 43-41. 14:34 left in the second. Coming back at you is Bowie, going to his right. Ray, and he hits a three. 4 for 5 from the arc. Ray with 14 on the night. 44-43. Stony Brook still now down 1 on the three. Foreman was looking for one guy and came up with another, and that was actually O'Cherry and Guy. Nice recovery by Foreman, but can't make the three go from the corner. Back up top now. You got Bowie going down low. Pemberton. Pemberton was looking for Hal Hughes to go into the game on the last break. But too much traffic, and they threw the ball away. So the Seawolves will start from their own end. Bowie trying to apply a little bit of pressure here. Ray meets Foreman. Oh, beautiful pass! As Guy is right there on a line drive. Easy layup. Seawolves back in front, 45-44. Beautiful high-low pass from almost midcourt. Back the other way. Bowie. Pemberton from the left corner. Three doesn't go. And the rebound comes back to Garcia along the baseline. Garcia left-handed dribble stripped away. Ball 4-4. Kicks back out, and Hofstra comes up with it. Give Shoot credit. Now the pass down low, attended by Bowie, but Shoot can't finish. Back on the Seawolves. Foreman, cross court, and a travel called against Garcia as he was driving from the right side. 12:55 left in the second. Seawolves up 45-44, but the turnovers are a killer. Ray, left side Pemberton. Far left Bowie, a three. That's good. Hofstra back in front, 47-45, 12:40 left. Foreman. Just inside the arc, Guy kicks it back out. Now Guy tries a three, and it doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Pemberton. Pemberton to the left side, the right side rather, Coburn. Coburn back to the basket, just throws it up there. But comes right back out to Bowie on the loose ball. Bowie floats it up, and a nice follow. That is Pemberton coming up with big points there, and Hofstra up 49-45 now, 4-point lead for the Pride as we get down to 12 minutes. Out to the left side, Stevenson Moore, high-low, out to Guy. Guy with the high screen, and Garcia just muscling his way through, can't make it go, comes back out with the ball on the floor, but They can't maintain. Stevenson more, so Hofstra comes back out with Bowie with the layup that's good. Got to stop this run now, guys. 51-45. Biggest lead for Hofstra so far is 7. Right now it's 6. And that's exactly what Gino Ford is thinking. Timeout, Stony Brook. So, numbers. 18 for 40 and 18 for 54. Seawolves still at 45%, Hofstra at 33. But the threes are the difference. 10 for 24 from the arc. 42%, 5 for 13, 38 for the Seawolves. Ray's 4 for 6, Bowie's 3 for 4. Pemberton's 2 for 7. Coburn finally hit one. That is actually his sole field goal of the game and 1 for 8. Has 5 total. Has a couple of free throws to his credit as well. Differences: rebounds 31-28. Seawolves have had the edge all night long. Free throws have not really been an issue for either side. Hofstra 5 for 6, Seawolves 4 for 4. But 16 over 8 for the turnovers. Traveling calls, bad passes, you name it. Any way you can turn over a ball, they've done it. And this I get a kick out of. When you're in Hofstra country, Santa Claus wears blue. Like I said, I can't get too down on these guys. Half my family went here. Let's see, a couple of bachelors, a master's, hey. Really have went to St. John's and smatter your people, Stony Brook. Between the 3 schools, I got a lot of groups down here. That's why doing games here is so much fun. (51-45) Hofstra, 11:32 left in the second half. Seawolves will take the ball at the left hash mark. And immediately the ball is passed from Alani. D now got Foreman. D again. Quick handoff to Foreman. Foreman just inside the arc, back up to the top. Alani got 8 seconds on the shot clock. High-low from Foreman to D. He was back to the basket. Only 2 on the shot clock. He's got to chuck it. Got for something. He didn't go as the buzzer went off. So Hofstra got to stop there. Back the other way. Here comes Coburn with 3. And the lead, biggest of the night for the Pride at 54-45. It is 9. 10:50 left in the second. You got Foreman, you got Key, and you got Alani with a 3. 54-48 now. Big points for the Seawolves to answer. Ray driving the lane, up off the glass, doesn't go. 4-4 pulled down by Stevenson Moore. Quick flip to Latimer. Latimer penetrating along the left wing, kicking it back out to the top to Mikhail Foreman. Foreman between the circles now, going with the right-hand dribble to the right side of the arc. 11 on the shot clock. Back up to the top, trying to find the high-low and does not find D. Instead finds white shirts. Coming back the other way now. Pemberton on the left side of the arc. Back up to the top now. That's Bowie. Bowie instructing his cutters and screeners to get under the basket, and maybe he'll find somebody with a pass. And there's the bounce pass, but it's stolen by Foreman. Stony Brook was reading the play too. Foreman back the other way with a 3. It doesn't go at the back of the rim. Alani with the rebound, tipped away. He's got it. He holds on, trying to, as being fought for, alternating possession. Nope, picked up by the Pride. Ray out to the right corner. Open three. Bowie, no good. But the Seawolves come back up with it. Alani for the three at top. No good, but a foul under the ball as a rebound. He was going for it. Probably going to get called for it. Stevenson Moore instead. Media timeout here on the floor. 9:12 left in the second half. Hofstra 54-48. So, numbers time. Seawolves, Foreman leading with 14 points. But Bowie with 18. And getting it done underneath. 6 for 11 from the floor, 3 for 5, but it's not taking a three since the first half. Ray at 4 for 6, he's got 14. Again, these are threes. Key with 7. That rounds out the guys on the floor right now. Seawolves holding steady on the field goal percentage, but not getting a lot of field goals right now. 11 for 26. Hofstra came up with a three since the last break. But also time for some America East action. Let's see what the guys are up to. Okay, reality has sunk in with the Albany Great Danes. 13:34 left in the second now up at BC. And the Eagles went on a 16-5 run to start the half. They're up to 46-36. Well, they may have looked good for a half anyway. On the other hand, UMBC and Townsend tied at 46 with 11:20 left in the second. So this one's still interesting. And of course, Hofstra and Stony Brook going at 54-48 your score with 9:12 left. You think this is going to go down to the wire? I think so. The rivalry, well, you know what? You look up the stats. Okay, Stony Brook went D1 in 99. So you look back at the rivalry since 99 when they were both D1, and it's gone back and forth. It's gone back and forth in other sports too. The traditions with these two, men's basketball and men's lacrosse. Some great games taking place in this building we're in now, Island Federal Credit Union Arena, Short Stadium, Laval Stadium. I've had a lot of fun being part of them. And I'm enjoying this one too, and I hope you are as well. Where do we stand here? 3 fouls for the Seawolves versus none for Hofstra so far in this half. Hofstra's got the ball. They'll take it from their own end of the court. Bowie over the midcourt line and passes to Pemberton, back to Bowie, back up to the top now to Coburn on the right side. Bowie, 19 on the shot clock. Now finding Silverio from receive for the first time in the half, kicking back out to the left side. Pemberton down to 12. Seawolves keeping the perimeter protected as they come out to Coburn on the left corner. And now Silverio will try a three, and that touched net, but nothing much else. As the rebound is pulled down by the Seawolves, Jeff O'Cherry, and now coming back the other way with a three. Latimer hit it! From the right arc in front of the Seawolves bench, makes it a 3-point game, 54-51. Bowie back up to the top. Pemberton, high-low pass. Coburn on the right side. Silverio back up to the top. A three attempted by Pemberton does not go. Long rebound taken down by O'Cherry. You got Alani on the right side. All the way to the far right. Latimer with another three. And we are tied. 8:06 left in the second. And I'm looking at Dan Ricard here. He is ecstatic. It's a 30, so if we were on normal broadcast, we'd keep it there anyway. But, hey, bottom line here is that I'm toying with the technology. WUSB Sports YouTube channel. Anytime we got to be in two places at the same time, this could come in very, very handy. So If you are taking Finn's cue and checking it out, glad to have you. But, of course, everything on YouTube gets archived as well, so you can always go back to it. But, again, if you like looking at me on the camera instead of the game that's on the other side of the camera, there's some things that need to be worked out here. But, hey, the bottom line is, I look at it this way. If you want to hear the game right here in Uniondale, this is your only choice. Or if we're on WSB, it'd be on the WSB stream, but it'll be the stream nonetheless. What difference does it make if it's on YouTube or WSB.FM? So, we will present this alternative to you, and hey, if Lily Singh can make a career out of this, so can we.
Let's hear it again for your Hofstra University tennis team and cheerleaders.
54-54 is your score. 8:06 left in the second half. Matt Mankiewicz bring you all the action. Seems like the last time we did a men's basketball game was here. Believe me, I don't mind. Hofstra left to right from their own end. Bowie's got it. He'll drip to the right side. Back up to the top now. That is Pemberton out to Coburn in the corner. That's Ray. The three doesn't go. Coburn followed up, came up with a rebound, but could not find his man Ray in the left corner again. So he throws the ball away, and the Seawolves benefit from a Hofstra turnover for once. As we get down to 7:50. Tied at 54. Seawolves want to go ahead here. McKenzie stops up left side of the arc. Back up to the top of the key. Left-handed dribble. Out to Latimer on the left side. Latimer brings it up to the top now. Tries a three, and he can't make it go off the front of the rim. Coburn, quick flip to Bowie. Now back to Coburn again on the left side. Faking once. Bowie again at the top of the key. Right-handed dribble to the right side. Back up to the top Pemberton. Out to Coburn. High-low. Pulling up. Bowie can't make the 17-footer go. With his corresponding number 4, Cherry comes up with the rebound. Now Alani, coast to coast. Off the glass. It's good, and the foul! Doing it old school on a three-point play here. Elijah Alani, the junior from Newark, New Jersey. Newark East Side, his alma mater. Complete the trifecta here, and he's got a three-point lead. He does it, 57-54. Seawolves back in front. Bowie out to the left side now. Ray going down low, pulling up at the free throw line is that's right on the Conte. Followed up on a high-low pass. Actually, it was a rebound. Followed up, got the drop, got the foul, and Hill tried the three-point play on the other end. And try to tie the game up with 6:51 left in regulation. He does it. We're tied at 57. 6:51 again the time. 4 fouls to the Seawolves, 1 foul for Hofstra. Yes, that's going to matter as the clock winds down. Latimer, Cherry between the circles, right side Alani. Back up to the top, Garcia. Garcia penetrating along the right wing, crossing over on the dribble, in the lane, up off the glass. It's good! Wait, what? No, it's good. Okay. Everybody stopped for a minute there, and everybody on the bench was standing up. No, it's Seawolves back in front, 59-57. Thank you very much. 6:28 left. Bowie up top, Pemberton out to Bowie on the left side. He'll penetrate. Pull up, no, kick out to the left side. That's Coburn with a three. Can't make it go. And Alani with the rebound for the Seawolves. Along the left side, gets called for no, we get called on double dribble. But again, a turnover. .609 remaining, 59-57, Seawolves in the lead. Hofstra ball. Bowie has it between the circles. Out to the left side, that's Ray. Back out to Bowie, just to the right. Now back up to the top, Coburn, Bowie again. Bowie fakes once, brings it back out, Coburn, wide open three. Can't make that go. The rebound, on the other hand, pulled down by Pemberton, kicks it back out, up to the top, Bowie, right side, Ray, he got the three. So Hofstra back out front by a point. 5:44 remaining, and they'll take timeout. A 30 here. Gives us time to do some numbers. So, here we are. 23 for 49 from the floor for Seawolves at 47%. Not bad. 21 for 66, 32% for Hofstra. Not great. 12 for 32 from three-point range. Still not great. 42%, 8 for 19. Stony Brook, because they've been hitting a couple here in the second half. Pretty good. But that's why it's a one-point game. The turnovers, however, 19 for the Seawolves versus 10 for Hofstra. So, you wonder that if the Seawolves didn't cough it up quite as much, how far ahead they might be. But they have the ball right now, and they have a chance to extend their lead. Foreman and Latimer in the backcourt. Latimer over the midcourt line. Hofstra applying some pressure. Ray, now Bowie coming out to meet him. Quick flip to a Cherry, back to Latimer. Latimer pulls up the free throw line. Couple of bounces. Doesn't go, but there's a foul. Only Hofstra's second. Meanwhile, Alani's got 4. Inbounds pass up top, Garcia going to the right side. Alani, no three. Three doesn't go there. Rebound came back to Foreman. Now Latimer tries a three. That went off the back of the rim. And Hofstra comes up with it. Back the other way. Here comes Coburn. Coburn, high-low pass. And Conte with the 2 off the glass. And it's now 62-59, Hofstra in front. Inside 5 minutes now. Seawolves with the ball. Garcia back up to top to Alani. Working off a screen set by O'Cherry. Now out to Latimer. And O'Cherry again. O'Cherry in the circle. Bounce pass down low. Up off the glass. Alani. He got it. Back up to 1 point now. 8 points for Alani. Ray to the right side. Bowie. Back out to Ray on the left side. Tries a three. It doesn't go. Off the rim, and Seawolves come back up with it. And, of course, the big man out there, Jeff O'Cherry, as Seawolves have a little bit of trouble. No, they stop it right there. Nope, stepped on the line on the right side for the Stony Brook bench. The lead that was Foreman turned it over. And, again, down a point, 4:18 left, and to give Hofstra the ball back. 62-61 is your score. Bowie between the circles. He's going to burn some clock. He's got 22 on the shot clock, 4:09 on the game clock. There's still a lot of time left. You want to slow things down a little bit. Now he'll try a three. And it won't go off the back of the rim. And Garcia comes up with the rebound for the Seawolves. Alani now going to the right side, Latimer. Back up to Garcia on the left side, out to Alani on the left. Back up to the top again, Garcia penetrating, bouncing to the right wing, Foreman. Foreman pulls up for a three. It doesn't go. Conte with the rebound, Hofstra. Bowie, crossover dribble at the top. Stopping there. 21 on the shot clock, 3:25 on the game clock. Hofstra up 62-61. Playing around on the left side. Kicking out to Ray. He tries a 17-footer. Doesn't go. Coburn with the rebound. Gets to Bowie beyond the arc at the top. Now Ray penetrating. Up and over a couple of guys. And he's going to get called for the charge. So, 3:07 remaining here. Hofstra has taken 70. Can you believe that? 70 shots from the floor. They've only hit 22 of them. That's good 31%. Hey, the Seawolves 44%. Each team has hit one of every three-point attempts. A little bit more than that, 36%. 8 for 22, 12 for 33. Seawolves, 5 free throws and hit them all. 6 for 7 for Hofstra. Again, not a factor here yet. And we are in the final minutes of the game. Relatively cleanly played game. I mean, yeah, there's been contact. But not a lot of fouls called when you consider. But the turnovers, the turnovers, 20-11. I mean, however the game ends, the Seawolves are going to have a big margin because they built one. But if there's a time not to cough the ball up, it's now. Leading scorers, Garcia's got 18 on 8 for 12 shooting. I mean, a terrific night. Foreman's got 14. He's tried most of the threes. Matter of fact, almost half of them. The Seawolves 10 out of the 22 they've tried. We also hit 4 of them, so he's hit half of those too. On the flip side, Hofstra throws up a lot of threes. We know that. They've tried 33 of them. They've only hit 12. Coburn's 2 for 8. Bowie is 3 for 5, but hasn't attempted one in the second half at all. Pemberton's 2 for 8. Ray's 5 for 9. He's gone cold. So, breaking down those numbers, is it any wonder it's a 1-point game with 3:07 remaining? 62-61 is your score. 14 fouls for the Seawolves, 3 for Hofstra. The possession arrow is going Stony Brook's way. The ball inbounded by Foreman. Alani down the left side over the midcourt line. Quick flip to Latimer between the circles. Now out to the left side, Garcia. Back to Latimer again. Latimer right-handed dribble into the right wing. Picking up to the top. And then Ocheri. Ocheri passes it back out to Foreman and can't make the three-pointer go. 2:43 left. Seawolves burn some clock and nothing to show for it. Flipping the card over, Bowie. Now Ray. Back to Bowie on the left side. Bowie to Ray on the right side of the arc into the right corner. And that is Pemberton. Pemberton back up to the top and all the way out to Bowie on the left. He drives along the baseline. Gets fouled. Wait a minute. Let me double check that. Yeah, there's number 3 on Ocheri. Thank God it wasn't Alani because he's got 4. However, Bowie, he'll shoot 2 and hit 1. Now for the next one, 63-61 your score, 2:23 left in the second. Second free throw, that's good. 3-point game in favor of the Hofstra Pride, 64-61. Seawolves with the ball, Hofstra applying the full court pressure once again. Bowie coming out to meet the Seawolves backcourt. Latimer will take it over the midcourt line, has it between the circles, right-handed dribble, stops on the right side. Now transfers over to the left. Quick flip to Ocheri. Back out to Alani. He tries a 3. It's an air ball, but on the follow, Garcia can't make the turnaround jumper go. Down to 2 minutes. Hofstra will slow things up a little bit. Bowie between the circles. Ease up on the dribble. 64-61, they have the lead. Pemberton will play catch with them. Now back to, once again, Bowie. Nearly loses control on left-hand dribble there. Now going to the right side. Pemberton kicking out to the right. And Coburn can't make the three go. Rebound 4-4. But on the follow, Garcia gets his butt in the way from Pemberton, trying to follow on what looked like an open layup. So if you're going to foul somebody, why not? Unfortunately, it puts him on the line with two free throws. He ices these, and Seawolves are in trouble. They're down 3, minute 31 remaining. First free throw is good. 65-61, 4-point game. Second free throw, good. Mogi coming back in for the Seawolves. They have the ball. They need points. Hofstra has half its team, most of its team in Stony Brook territory, as now Latimer will take it over the midcourt line. Quick flip to Foreman on the far side. Foreman left-handed dribble on the left side now. That's Garcia. Up to the top B. Out to the right, Foreman cycles off the pick. Gets the ball knocked away, taken away, and a turnover is a killer here with 1:07 remaining. Bowie for Hofstra will slow it up. 19 on the shot clock inside a minute. 66-61, Hofstra leads. Taking his time with the right-handed dribble, crossing over to the left. Leaking going to his left, now pulling up for the three. And it doesn't go. But Coburn gets the rebound. Seawolves have to foul. That one, Latimer. And that's number 7, so you're 1-1 territory. Stony Brook taking a timeout here. They had a couple left.
It's a 30-second timeout.
30. Numbers time. 42% shooting for the Seawolves on 24 for 57, 22 for 72, 31. But the turnovers. Forget about butter emails, but the turnovers. 21-11. The Seawolves came up with a couple of bad ones. Crucial time here. So your numbers, Garcia with 18, Foreman with 14, Latimer with 10, Bowie 20 points on the night on 6 for 14. Finally attempted a three and didn't hit it. Only one he tried in the entire second half. It'll be Coburn, the junior from Cardozo. I wonder if Gaten Florentine knows him. A couple of bounces off the rim, but it drops. 67-61, 44.6 seconds left. 2-possession game already. And he ices the second, 68-61. That lead may prove insurmountable. So Latimer and Foreman coming out of the backcourt. Foreman with the ball. Pulls up a three. Off the front of the rim. Can't make it go. Hofstra with the rebound. They got a foul. Seawolves will do it. And it will be Foreman who does so. 35.3 seconds left. 68-61. That's foul number 8. We're still in the 1-and-1s. It will be Pemberton who got fouled there. He'll do a 1-and-1. First free throw is good. And that earns him a second. (69-61) your score now. And the second one does not go. Helps the Seawolves a little bit. Garcia going coast to coast. Gets the ball knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. The Seawolves will get it back. 29.7 seconds left, 25 on the shot clock. And it looks like Seawolves will burn another timeout as well. Try and run a set play here. Because the best they can do is cut it down to 5, and they have burned as little time as possible doing so. The other important thing, Hofstra's missed only 2 free throws all night. They're at 87%, 13 for 15. The Seawolves have only taken 5. They've not been on the line. Hofstra has 3 fouls in the second half. Plenty to give. But like I said, we have 29.7 seconds left and the Seawolves are down 8. I'm not saying it hasn't happened before. I'm not saying it can't happen. But we're getting into the percentages now. It wouldn't be great if it did. So Latimer will inbound. Get you updated on the floor here because you got Alani here. You got Garcia and Foreman. Colburn, Bowie, Pemberton, Trueheart, and Ray should be coming out for the Pride.
After review, the call play is Hofstra basketball.
Oh, that's a killer. They had reviewed the play. I thought for sure it was going to be Seawolf ball, but I was wrong, and so were a lot of other people. So it's Hofstra ball, which means Alani's got a foul immediately, and he's got 4 fouls. Actually, he's going to wait for somebody else to foul. The inbounds pass. Foreman almost stole it away. Now they got a foul. Latimer, they call it. Now finally, Alani, number 5, on Pemberton. They tried very much to make sure he didn't foul, but he's out. Pemberton, on the other hand, will shoot a 1-and-1 again as we get to the 9th team foul for the Seawolves. First one's good, 70-61. And this one is pretty much in the books for the Pride. Second one's good, too. 71-61, 10-point game, 23 seconds left. Seawolves will give it their best try. Foreman penetrating up off the glass, throws a warning one-hander up, draws a foul, so he'll go to the line. 18.1 seconds left. It'll get back down to single digits. He hits his free throws and first one's good. Makes it 9. Second one, good as well. So 71-63 is your score, 18.1 remaining. It's Hofstra ball. Let's see what the Seawolves do here, whether they foul or whether they just let it go. Bowie will take the inbound, and they're going to try to foul him. Yes, they will, but it looks like Pemberton's just going to run it out as best he can. Finds Coburn. Actually, Garcia's just going to stay and let it go. That's it. 71-63 is going to be your final here at the MAC Complex. 23-5 is your record for Hofstra in the all-time series. 4th straight win for the Pride, including 71-64. Coburn had 16 points in that game, 8 rebounds. Desure Bowie had 12 and 4 assists. 1972-73 was the first meeting. The team that was then called the Flying Dutchman won 103-80, and Hofstra won the first 6 after that. But 1985, a Division III Seawolves Patriots team, rather. I was there for all that. Did manage to beat Hofstra, and that was kind of like the fumble for the Hofstra program. It was a low point for them, and then they've since worked their way back to respectability. But the Seawolves, they will go to 7-4, and it's going to be a tough road for the Seawolves as they continue their. Well, if you call this a road trip, well, it is a road game, but Providence is a real road game. That's going to happen on Saturday, 8 p.m. start at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Then next Wednesday, 1 week before Christmas, they visit number 9 Virginia, the defending national champion. And interestingly enough, for the Virginia Cavaliers, it's the third American East team they're going to face this year after getting dumped by one, UMBC, 2 years ago in the NCAA tournament, winning it all the following year. It definitely helps erase bad memories. But they continue on from there on Saturday, December 21st, to Bender Arena in Washington, D.C., to take on American. They return on Sunday, December 29th, to face Norfolk State as part of a men's and women's doubleheader. That's the game we hope to have here there on 90.1 FM. In any case, we'll have it for you. And then the American East schedule kicks in on Sunday, January 5th, where they go to Maine and then Vermont. They start off very early with Vermont. However, the one you want to be around for is February 20th when Vermont comes to Stony Brook. Numbers time. Before we wrap it up here.
Thank you for coming to tonight's game.
Seawolves at 24 for 58 from the floor at 41%, 8 for 25 from 3 for 32. 31% on the floor for Hofstra, not great. 34% from 3, not bad. The free throws, 15 for 17, made the difference down the stretch. Seawolves 7 for 7, perfect, but never really a factor. Your leading scorers, Foreman with 18 points and 3 rebounds. Latimer in double figures with 10 with 3 boards. Alani with 8 and 4 boards. And a double-double for Garcia. He had a hell of a game. 18 points from 8 for 13 shooting. 12 boards. Oh, no assists, so no triple-double, but a nice double-double game for him. On the flip side, Bowie with 20 and 6 rebounds. Coburn, a double-double, 10 and 12. Pemberton, 15 and 10. Gray, 17 and 5. And also Bowie with 6 assists, so getting close. 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Solid performances throughout. As we said, the Battle of Long Island goes Hofstra's way tonight, but it's not over because guess what happens? The spring comes and then lacrosse season starts. As a matter of fact, the men's lacrosse schedule came out early last week. So let's take a quick look at that because we will be revisiting this little rivalry on Tuesday, February 25th at Laval Stadium as men's lacrosse takes on Hofstra. The women have not released their schedule yet. But as a general rule, they don't play Hofstra that often. It's a bigger rivalry among the men. But that's going to do it here at the Mack Center, and your final score. Hofstra Pride 71, Stony Brook Seawolves 63. You're listening to the and watching me doing it, the WSB Sports Channel on YouTube. And keep an eye out around here because as we expand our sports staff and expand our sports coverage, you're going to see a few more games here, especially when we can't be in 2 places at the same time. Well, actually, the internet allows us to do so. So while we're on the airwaves on one, we can be doing this on the other. So, once again, I'm Matt Mankiewicz. Have a great evening, everyone. And we'll see you over the weekend. Sports section at the very least, 10 p.m. to midnight. And we do have, of course, Providence and Wagner. We'll get that straightened out. Enjoy it. End of transmission.